Hi, I'm Marcy Degman, the Aspiring Gardener, and today we're going to talk about how to make your plants flower better. Now, that would include all kinds of types of plants, but today I've got a perennial carnation, a dianthus. And this one happens to come back year after year. So taking care of it is going to give it a lot more vigor, and it's going to make next year's blooms important as well as this year's blooms. The main thing you want to do is first place any plant in ideal situations. If it's a full sun plant, give it full sun. If it needs part shade in the afternoon, give it part shade. Because no matter what you do as a plant, if it's in the wrong place, it's not going to do its best. Now this one likes sun pretty much any amount, so I don't have to worry too much about that. I can leave it out in full sun or I can put it in part shade. But most flowering plants do need some sun to flower. So look into each plant and see what it needs. The next thing you're going to want to do is, for this one that continually blooms, if I want the flowers to continue to emerge, I'm going to have to cut away the dead flowers. And that's one of the most important things that you can do, and we call that deadheading. So what you're going to want to do is go in, and whenever you see a shriveled bloom like this, just cut it off. What's going to happen is that's going to reserve the energy that the plant has will go to the nice blooms and not to get rid of the dead blooms. So what you're going to do is you're going to channel the energy of the plant to the right place. So go ahead and cut those off. Now with this plant, I'm going to have to do that throughout the summer because it's a constant blooming plant. If you have a plant that only blooms once a year, nothing you do is going to make it bloom more. But you can give it optimum health and take care of it throughout the season so that it will be restoring its energy up for next year. And one of the things you want to do with plants that bloom, whether they're going to keep blooming or they're done, is give them a good dose of fertilizer, probably at least monthly during the bloom season. If they're done, you can go ahead and wait and give them a good fall dose. So I like to use general house plant fertilizer for my container plants like this. And you just want to follow the directions on your bottle or whatever type you choose to use. This one's pretty concentrated, so I'm just going to put a little bit in there, and you just want to keep them well watered and give them that fertilizer. Now in this case, it's a container plant, so rather than underwater, I will water a lot because I know the excess is going to go down and out. But the main thing you want to do is water well, fertilize, deadhead, and don't expect the plant to bloom if it's only a one-time bloomer. If you want a lot of bloom, buy plants that are continuous blooming.